Guatemala, soul of the earth. Guatemala is a country unique in the world, not only for its beauty, reflected in its impressive landscape, but also for its soul, vibrating in the character of its people. This blend of beauty with soul has entitled Guatemala to be called the soul of the earth. Mysticism, diversity, authenticity, evolution, and proximity are the values which identify Guatemala. The sum of this is always present in every corner and in each activity of this nation and its inhabitants. Guatemala is located right in the center of the American continent, south of Mexico and west of Belize, Honduras, and El Salvador. This privileged spot makes it an important center for business and tourism. 22 departments are distributed in a little over 108,000 square kilometers with a population of 12 million inhabitants. There is a warm climate along the coast and valleys, which becomes temperate in the highlands. An exquisite ethnic mixture of 22 Mayan, 1 Ladino, and 1 Garifuna cultures coexist within its territory. The official language is Spanish, although 23 more languages are spoken, 21 of these being Mayan, along with 1 Garifuna and 1 Xinca. Guatemala is a land of contrasts, emotions, and adventure. Its natural and cultural wealth is enhanced by the warmth of the Guatemalan people. Its uniquely enchanting tourist attractions can be found around every corner. To better experience a visit to Guatemala, it has been divided into 7 different circuits, each one grouping together a series of specific destinations according to each tourist's interest. This division provides each visitor with a singular vision of this beautiful country. Guatemala City is Central America's largest population center, with architectural expressions ranging from Spanish colonial to the most modern and contemporary styles. It is the center of the nation's business and financial activities. Its historical center encompasses Constitution Plaza, where visitors can see the Palace of Culture, the Metropolitan Cathedral, and the Museum of the Catholic Archdiocese. A few blocks away are the Church of La Merced and the relief map. Southward are La Aurora Sur, the Museums of Archaeology and Ethnology, Modern Art, Natural Science, the Children's Museum, the Ixchel Textile Museum, the Popol Vuh Museum, a private archaeological collection, and the Handicrafts Market. The Miraflores Museum can be found to the southwest. Cuatro Grados Norte, with its pedestrian walkways, offers entertainment coupled with commercial and cultural activities. Visitors can also enjoy Zona Viva, where there are many restaurants with local and international fare, as well as the main hotels, shopping centers, and a variety of discotheques, which make this Zone 10 neighborhood a center for nightlife. 60 kilometers from Guatemala City is the Mixco Viejo archaeological site. Characterized by its twin crestless shale pyramids and ball court. Only 45 kilometers southwest of the capital, at the foot of the imposing volcanoes Agua, Acatenango, and Fuego, is Antigua Guatemala. Declared by UNESCO as one of Guatemala's 3 cultural patrimonies of humanity. Take in the culture of this enchanting and romantic destination, brimming with bougainvillea, restored monuments, and streets suspended in time. Antigua is a harmoniously integrated urban setting, known for its outstanding Spanish colonial architecture, interspersed with art galleries, antique shops, handicraft markets, museums, sidewalk cafes, and cozy restaurants offering anything from its famous sweets and candies to a wide-ranging local and international gastronomic delights. To the northwest, The highlands' living culture is an area sprinkled with indigenous communities. The Guatemalan highlands brings together the most vibrant expression of current Mayan culture. Here, visitors will find daily manifestations of rituals, traditions, teachings, and the ancestral Mayan way of life. There are attractions such as volcanic Lake Atitlan, surrounded by three majestic volcanoes of Atitlan, Toliman, and San Pedro, nestling 12 picturesque towns on its shores. The view will take your breath away. This region also shelters the lavish market at Chichicastenango, where visitors can enjoy a wide variety of handicrafts in ceramic, wood, silver, textiles, along with fruit and incense, coupled with the indigenous women wearing their beautiful hand-woven blouses known as huipiles. This region is so diverse that it includes archaeological sites such as Saculeo and Iximche, primitive and naive artist communities in Comalapa, and lovely towns nestled in the Cuchumatanes mountain range, as well as Guatemala's second most important city, Quetzaltenango, with its architecture of Italian influence. The wild and mystical jungle of Petén hides treasures of the most important Mayan cities in Mesoamerican history. There are countless places revealing the archaeological and natural wealth of this region. However, the main attraction is Tikal, the sacred city where Mayan priests of different ethnic backgrounds still gather to celebrate rituals and honor the heart of heaven and earth. This archaeological site, one of the wonders of the modern world, was declared Cultural Patrimony of the World by UNESCO. Spreading over 1,400,000 hectares of Mayan biosphere reserve, this territory is considered one of the world's biological treasures, where there are over 300 recorded bird species, making it a bird watcher's paradise. It is also the habitat of jaguars, howler and spider monkeys, red coatis, toucan, morelete crocodiles, raccoons, white-tailed deer, and many species more. Yaksha, topoxte, nacum, naranjo, huachactún, ceibal, aguateca, altar de sacrificios, cancuén, and piedras negras are just a few more of the many archaeological sites with their own very special adventures waiting for visitors. The department of Izabal is the region where visitors can discover the castle of San Felipe Lara, a fortress built to defend Guatemala's coast from pirates. The bridge over Rio Dulce is the country's longest. This destination couples paradise with sheer fun. Rio Dulce is an important river system, interconnected and entirely navigable. It boasts great biodiversity, several natural reserves, and Teutonic Lake Izabal, Guatemala's largest. Follow Rio Dulce's river basin straight out to Amatique Bay on the Caribbean Sea, and you will find Livingston, inhabited by the only Garifuna community in the country, which offers visitors an unforgettable experience in festivities and hospitality. Siete Altares is an attractive natural location, so named after the 7 solid rock lagoons with a natural waterfall system which keeps its water clear and fresh. Santo Tomás de Castilla is Guatemala's Atlantic coast port, the country's second most active and harboring cruise ships from the Caribbean islands. A visit to this different Caribbean includes a tour of Quirigua, an archaeological site dating from the Mayan Classic, where visitors will see the largest central plaza. Tall, beautiful sculptured stele, such as Stele E, which weighs 65 tons and measures 11 meters in height, and cosmogonic zoomorphous sculptures. Alta and Baja Verapaz represent a profoundly beautiful region, offering limitless adventure in a territory covered by dense fog provided by the cloud forest. Speleologists can visit the Candelaria Caves, which, with their 30 kilometers in length, are among the 6th largest caves in the world. Lanquin is a magnificent cave system with galleries and domes where the river bearing the same name blazes a trail through the mountains. We also recommend a visit to the caves of King Marcos, a showcase of stalagmites and stalactites, as well as Bompilpec, which is ideal for rappel. The Cahabon River offers ideal whitewater rafting over defiant rapids, traversing canyons brimming with vegetation, waterfalls, and hot springs. Semuc Champey is yet another beautiful setting, where a natural bridge disappears under plentiful Cahabon River, which sips through rocks to form natural emerald pools for swimmers to enjoy the exotic surroundings. Tourists can also visit nurseries where over 650 varieties of orchids are grown. There's also amazingly beautiful La Chua Lagoon, Salama, with its Spanish colonial church and pulpit made from a phytoform and triton column at its base, the only one of its kind in Central America. In San Jeronimo, you will find the museum housing the region's first Spanish colonial sugar mill. And finally, in Purula, discover the home of Guatemala's natural bird at the Quetzal biotope. Coban is the headquarters for the National Folklore Festival, where the indigenous Rabina Hao Queen is chosen. Don't miss the private archaeological collection at the Mayan Prince Museum. Leave room to savor the most exquisite and delicate Quechua cuisine the country has to offer. Our country's diversity offers travelers a different landscape here, with desert vegetation painted with low, thorny underbrush. This is the biome known as the Thorny Grove Forests, an area receiving less than 700 millimeters of annual rainfall, but which prospers in melon, tobacco, peanut, and pickle cucumber farming. In sharp contrast is the mountain forest system encompassing Sierra de las Minas, Guatemala's largest cloud forest reserve and home to many deer, quetzals, horned turkeys, and harpy eagles. Both systems are incorporated in this one region. Just a few of the tourist destinations here are the Estanzuela Paleontology Museum, vestiges of Rupistrian art farther into the mountains, and Tipala volcano, rising 1,650 meters above sea level, with a lovely dark green lagoon in its crater. In San Agustin, Acasahuastlan, you can visit a striking 16th century Baroque cathedral. Those interested in religion and culture must stop at Esquipulas, full of color, tradition, and devotion to the Black Christ, which attracts pilgrims from all over Central America. Throughout this region, along the Atlantic Coast Highway, stop at the hotels and restaurants where you can enjoy swimming in the garden pools to cool off from the 40 degrees centigrade heat. Guatemala's Pacific coast, stretching over 250 kilometers, is the world capital for deep-sea sail fishing, rating a whooping catch of 76 fish in one day. Some of its volcanic sand beaches are known for surfing. Tourists can visit the Auto Safari Chapin, an open zoo for exotic local and foreign animal species. At Hawaii National Park and Monte Rico Reserve, the mangrove forest shelters resident and migratory birds. La Palmilla Lagoon is ideal for bird watching, and the region also has programs for care and reproduction of sea turtles. There are also archaeological sites such as Tacalica Baj, an early classic Mayan area where the rainwater evacuation canals are on display. The site includes stone terraces inscribed with Mayan hieroglyphs and calendars. Santa Lucia, Cochumalguapa, has a private archaeological museum, and at La Democracia Park, tourists will marvel at the monumental barrigones or pot-bellied sculptures. Retaluleo also has the Xocomil and Chetulul theme and amusement parks, two modern vacation centers for family entertainment. Guatemala City and Antigua are ideal settings for any kind of event, with financial and hotel services and any updated technology required. Furthermore, there are 5 golf courses where national and international tournaments, such as the Tour of the Americas, have been held. Guatemala offers limitless possibilities. Here are some of the main activities that can be organized with more than adequate infrastructure throughout the year. Organization for congresses, conventions, travel incentives, golf tournaments, cultural tourism, museums, archaeological sites, community tourism, regional customs and traditions, religious tourism, pilgrimages to Exquipulas, to the tomb of Hermano Pedro, to the Virgin of Chiantla, Holy Week, trips for members of other faith, adventure tourism, kayaking, mountain climbing, mountain cycling, rafting, surfing, trekking, parapente, canopy, gastronomic tourism, professional and amateur fishing, ecotourism and agrotourism, bird watching, Spanish language schools, cruises. There are 2 airports for incoming air travel, Aurora International Airport in Guatemala City and Mundo Maya International Airport in Flores, Petén. Visitors arriving by sea also have 2 alternatives, Puerto Quetzal on the Pacific and Santo Tomás de Castilla on the Atlantic. Guatemala has a network of top-rated international hotels, mainly in Guatemala City and Antigua, although travelers can find hotels to please every individual taste in every department around the country. The Guatemalan Tourist Commission, INGUAT, offers tourist assistance at the following locations: Aurora International Airport, La Antigua, Guatemala, Panajachel at Lake Atitlan, Quetzaltenango, Flores, Petén. You can also call the following toll-free number from the United States, 1-888-464-8281. In Guatemala, call tourist assistance at 1500 or 2421-2810. Guatemala provides local and international fax, telex, telegram, internet, and mail services. The international dial code for Guatemala is 00502. Guatemalan currency is the quetzal. U.S. dollars and international credit cards are accepted throughout the country. Euros and traveler checks are accepted in some banks. For more information on the country and its tourist attractions, visit www.visitguatemala.com. For business opportunities and investment, visit www.investingguatemala.com. This, in essence, is Guatemala, a country with its arms open wide to visitors, eager to share the grandeur of its history, the beauty of its landscape, the mystery of its ancestors, the spirit of its culture, and the soul of its people. That is why it is called Guatemala, Soul of the Earth.